Get ready to dive into one of the most amazing shopping experiences you can have in Bangkok, maybe even all of Asia. We're talking, of course, about MBK Mall, or as the locals call it, Mabun Krong.
Yeah.
And it is an experience. I mean, even if you're not a big shocker,
Yeah.
like even if that's not really your thing,
Yeah.
you got to check this place out.
Oh, absolutely. It's like a cultural phenomenon. This place is so deeply ingrained in the fabric of Bangkok.
Yeah, and we're going to break down how to get there,
Yeah.
how to navigate it, and kind of give you the insider tips for making the most of your MBK experience.
For sure. For sure. I mean, first off, you're going to need to know how to get there, right?
Right. And it's really easy.
Super easy.
Bangkok has a great
Public transport system.
Yeah. And the SkyTrain.
The BTS, yeah.
Is what you're going to want to take.
To get to MBK.
Get to MBK.
Yeah.
And you're going to hop off at the National Stadium station.
Oh,
and that puts you...
right there.
Right there.
You don't even have to, like, cross a street or anything.
Hey.
It's, like, right there.
No crazy taxi rides, no trying to figure out the bus system or anything like that.
Yeah, you just pop up from the station and bam, you're there.
Super easy.
It's very convenient.
Now, let's talk about this mall, because this is not your average shopping mall experience.
No. This is...
8 floors.
8 floors.
Over 2,000 shops.
Dozens of shops, yeah.
Like, it is mind-boggling. The first time I went,
it's an experience.
It's like, I don't even know where to start.
A bit overwhelming. Right.
It's a bit overwhelming. So let's break it down.
You get off that train, you come up and you walk in. What do you see?
Food. That's what I love about the ground floor.
Yeah.
It's like, you need sustenance.
You need sustenance.
You need to keep your energy up because you've got a lot of shopping ahead of you.
You got to fortify yourself, right?
Yeah. And the food court.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Amazing.
Cheap, delicious, like authentic Thai food.
Yeah, if you're on a budget.
Yeah.
It's a perfect place to like get your meals and keep your...
You know, pad thai, tom yum soup, all that good stuff, right?
All the classics. I love.
And then fueled up, you're ready to...
I love the mango sticky rice.
Oh, yeah, that's a must.
It's a perfect sweet treat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but we can't spend all our time eating.
Okay.
We got
to shop.
We got to go up to that second floor.
Okay, second floor, you're entering the tech zone.
Oh, yeah, electronics.
Electronics galore, cameras, phones.
Gadgets, laptops.
You name it. They got it.
Everything. And the prices. I mean, this is where it's really tempting to like... Go crazy and just buy everything in sight.
And yeah, I mean, you can find some really, really good deals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But buyer beware.
Yeah, you got to be...
A little bit of caution.
A little bit of caution.
You know, not
everything is what it seems.
So you got to be a smart shopper.
Yeah. So how can you tell if something's like the real deal?
That's a great question. I mean, first off, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is.
Right.
That old adage, you know. So just use your common sense. And look, go for the established shops, you know, the ones that have been there a while. They've got good reviews online. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Right.
You know, ask about warranties, check the packaging carefully. You know, a little due diligence can go a long way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've definitely seen some things that look a little suspect.
Exactly.
These are like, okay, I'm going to...
You don't want to end up with a lemon.
I'm going to pass on that one.
Yeah.
All right. So...
Okay.
So you've had your food. You've maybe...
Our sustenance.
Got some electronics. What's next?
We had some tech.
What's next on our MBK adventure?
What's next? You think it's time for?
I think it's time for...
Yes. Fashion. Yeah. 3rd and 4th floors, that's your fashion destination. And you're going to find everything there. Local Thai designers, international brands, all kinds of stuff.
I mean, it's a fashion lover's paradise.
Oh, it is. It's a paradise. You can find unique pieces. You can find trendy stuff.
Yeah, and the prices are...
unbelievable. I mean, you can really...
Yeah.
You know.
It's a great place to kind of experiment. With different styles and not feel bad about spending a lot of money.
Absolutely, yeah. And, you know, and this is where your haggling skills come in.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this is where you can really, you know, put those skills to the test. Don't be afraid to bargain. It's expected. Yeah. It's part of the fun. You know, you can often get a better price with a little bit of friendly negotiation.
Yeah, so let's say I see this amazing dress.
Okay, yeah.
How do I...
You found the perfect dress.
Yeah, how do I approach this bargaining?
Okay, so a good rule of thumb is, you know, start at about 30% off the asking price, you know? Be polite, be respectful. Don't,
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to walk away if you're not comfortable with the price.
Yeah.
But, be friendly, smile, Chances are that vendor's going to call you back with a better offer.
Okay. Yeah. That's good advice. I mean, I'm already feeling more confident about my bargaining skills.
It's a dance, yeah. It's a little back and forth.
All right. So we've fueled up.
Yeah, we've got our electronics.
Gotten some tech.
We've got some fashion. What else? What other treasures await us in this shopping wonderland?
What else is there?
Souvenirs.
Okay.
You got to get those souvenirs. 5th and 6th floors, that's where you want to go.
Yes.
And this is where you're going to find, the real authentic Thai stuff.
Yeah. I love those floors because it's all the handcrafted stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can find beautiful silk scarves.
Yeah.
Wood carvings, all that kind of...
Beautiful textiles, carvings, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's a much better deal.
Yeah, and way better prices than you'll find in the touristy areas.
Yeah, for sure.
Down by the temples and stuff.
Yeah, if you want something authentic.
Yeah.
That's the place to get it.
That's the place to go. And don't forget to bargain here as well.
Oh, yeah.
You can definitely haggle.
They expect it.
Yeah.
They build a little wiggle room into those prices.
Yeah. One of the things that always just blows my mind about MBK is how affordable it is.
Yeah.
How do they...
how do they keep the prices so low?
It's
amazing. Well, I think part of it is just the sheer competition.
Right.
You have so many vendors all under one roof.
Yeah.
They have to, stay competitive.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of these vendors, they're sourcing their goods directly from the manufacturers.
Right.
So they're cutting out the middleman.
Yeah. It's
those wholesale
market kind of a vibe.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've shopped, we dropped.
Yeah.
We've seen all the things.
Yeah.
We've gotten all the deals. Now what?
Well, you need a break.
We need a break.
Yeah.
You need to recharge. Head up to the 7th floor. That's your entertainment zone.
Oh, yeah.
You got the cinema up there. You got a bowling alley. There's even an arcade.
I love the cinema at MBK.
Yeah.
Because you can see both Thai and international films.
Yeah.
And the tickets are so cheap.
Oh, super affordable.
Compared to back home. Yeah.
It's a great way to, take a break from shopping, experience a little bit of local culture if you see a Thai film or just, catch a Hollywood blockbuster.
And it's nice and air conditioned.
Oh, yeah.
You can just relax in the cool air.
Absolutely. And especially if you're traveling with kids.
Oh, yeah.
The 7th floor is a lifesaver.
It's a lifesaver.
Let them run around, burn off some energy. They get a little stir crazy after all that shopping.
Speaking of kids,
I
know MBK can be a little overwhelming.
It can be overwhelming.
For little ones.
It's a lot of stimulation. So
do you have any tips for navigating the mall with children?
Definitely bring a stroller.
Okay.
If you got young kids, you don't want to be carrying them around all day. That place is huge.
Yeah, it's massive.
And it's crowded.
Yeah.
So stroller's essential. Take frequent breaks, let them rest, let them refuel. The food court's a great spot for that.
Yep.
Plenty of cafes scattered throughout the mall.
Yeah.
And also, and this is important, agree on a meeting point.
Oh, that's a good one.
In case you get separated. It's crowded. It's easy to lose track of each other. So, say the information desk on the ground floor.
Yeah.
If you get lost, that's where you meet.
Yeah. I always tell my kids, just stay close.
Yeah.
And if you get lost, don't wander off. Just
stay put.
Stay put, and
they'll find you.
Find you.
Yeah.
We'll circle back.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got shopping, we've got entertainment, we've got kid-friendly tips. Anything else we should know about MBK?
Just be aware of your surroundings.
Right.
Any crowded place, it attracts pickpockets and that kind of thing. So just be mindful of your belongings. Keep your valuables close. Don't be flashing a lot of cash around.
Right.
Just, be smart about it.
Yeah. Better to be safe.
Better to be safe than sorry.
And sorry.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're a seasoned MBK shopper.
Well, I've been going there for years.
Yeah. Do you have any personal tips or tricks?
Okay, so this might sound a little old school, but when you first get to MBK, go to the information desk and grab a map.
Okay.
It might seem a little, low tech, but trust me, that place is a maze.
It is.
I mean, it's laid out in a grid system, but there's so many shops, there's corridors, you can easily get disoriented.
Yeah.
So that map is going to be your lifesaver. It'll help you plan your route, make sure you don't miss anything you want to see.
Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of aimless wandering, and then like an hour later, I'm like, wait.
Where am I?
Where am I? How did I get here?
I've been down this corridor like 3 times already.
Yeah, exactly. So map in hand.
Okay.
What's your MBK strategy?
Okay, so here's what I like to do. When I first get there, I do a quick lap of the entire mall just to kind of get my bearings, get a feel for the layout, see what catches my eye.
Yeah, do a little recon.
Do a little recon, exactly, yeah. Then I prioritize. Okay, which floors do I really want to hit? Which sections am I most interested in? And then I allocate my time accordingly. But I also try to build in some time for exploring, those little nooks and crannies, the smaller shops.
Yeah.
That's where you often find the real gems.
Right. Yeah, the little hidden treasure.
Hidden treasures, yeah. So.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk bargaining.
Right.
Because I know for some people that can be a little intimidating.
It can be intimidating.
Especially if you're not used to it.
Especially if you're not
like
used to haggling.
Haggling isn't really part of like your culture back home.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have for a first-time bargainer?
Remember, it's part of the culture here, right? So don't be afraid to engage. Don't be afraid to make an offer. Yeah. It's not a confrontation.
Right.
It's a friendly back and forth. So, be polite, smile, have a sense of humor about it. But yeah, start in about 30% less than the asking price. Okay. And see where it goes. And be prepared to walk away if you're not happy with the price, Like you said, you got to find that sweet spot where both you and the vendor feel good about the deal.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you mentioned being cautious about counterfeit goods, especially electronics. Are there any other red flags like that we should watch out for?
Overly pushy vendors.
Okay.
If somebody is really pressuring you to buy something, making you feel uncomfortable, that's a red flag, walk away. Yeah. Also, shops that don't have clearly marked prices. Okay. You want to know what you're getting into before you start negotiating.
Yeah. Transparency's good.
Transparency's good, yeah.
Now, I know we've been focusing a lot on the shopping aspect. Yeah. But MBK is also just a great place to kind of experience Thai culture and daily life.
It's a great place to just people watch.
Oh, yeah?
You see such a mix of locals. You see tourists. Yeah. Everyone's just going about their day. The energy is fantastic.
It's buzzing.
It's buzzing.
It's electric.
Yeah. It's a great way to really get a sense of the heartbeat of Bangkok.
Yeah. I also love checking out the food stalls.
Oh, yeah, the food stall.
I like trying all the different Thai snacks and sweets.
So good.
And it's also affordable.
It is. Yeah.
And I also love that they have like the little shrines, like tucked away in corners.
Yeah.
It's like a little reminder.
That's right.
That spirituality is
very much a part of
it's
everyday life here.
Part of like the culture.
Yeah.
Even in this crazy,
Even in this bustling shopping
mall.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It is. It's those little details.
Yeah.
That make MBK so special.
All right. So we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
But I'm sure our listeners are eager to hear about some of your personal MBK experiences,
Sure.
Do you have any
I've got stories.
Memorable haggling victories or
Oh, yeah. I remember one time I was looking for this silk robe. It was beautiful, and the vendor started at this ridiculously high price. Yeah. But after a little bit of back and forth, a little friendly negotiation, we settled on a price that was less than half of what he originally asked.
Nice.
I felt like a champion.
Oh, I love those moments.
And it was great.
When you're like, yes.
I won. But then there's also been times when, things haven't gone quite so smoothly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what?
I remember this one time I was bargaining for a set of these beautiful handcrafted wooden bowls.
Okay.
And I was really determined to get a good price. Yeah. And I was playing it cool, pretending I wasn't that interested. We went back and forth a few times. Yeah. And finally, he agreed to my price.
Nice.
I was feeling pretty smug about myself,
Yeah.
Walking away, I tripped over a display and sent all the bowls flying. Ooh. Luckily, none of them broke, but I was mortified.
Oh, I bet.
The vendor was so gracious about it, though.
Oh, that's nice.
He helped me gather them all up. We had a good laugh about it.
Yeah.
It was a good reminder that, sometimes even when you think you've mastered the art of bargaining, life has a way of humbling you.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's those little moments of human connection,
Yeah.
that make travel so fun.
Yeah.
All right. So we've covered a lot
We have.
in this deep dive.
We've gone deep.
But I want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier about MBK being kind of a reflection of Thai culture.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit more?
I think what makes MBK so fascinating is that it really is a microcosm of Thai society. You see people from all walks of life there.
Right.
You know, you got wealthy shoppers, you got students on a budget, you got families out for the day, you've got monks collecting alms.
Yeah.
It's a real melting pot. It's a vibrant tapestry of daily life.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's not just the people.
Right.
It's those little details. You'll find the shrines and the offerings. Tucked away in corners, the smell of incense. You'll hear Thai music playing.
Yeah, it's a real sensory experience.
It is. It's sensory overload in the best possible way.
Yeah, in the best possible way.
And even though it's a modern shopping mall, there's this really strong sense of tradition and spirituality that you feel when you're there. And it's just, you know, it's a reminder that in Thailand, ancient customs and modern life, they coexist beautifully.
I think that's such a great point.
Yeah.
And it's so true. Like, you can go to a temple and then go to
a shopping mall.
Like an amazing modern mall.
Yeah, and it's all part of the same experience.
It's all part of the same experience.
It's amazing.
Okay, so we've given our listeners all the tips and tricks for navigating MBK.
We have.
What's the one thing you would tell someone visiting for the first time?
Go with an open mind and a sense of adventure. MBK is an experience. Unlike any other, it's a great place to really immerse yourself in the energy, the chaos, the beauty of Bangkok. Don't be afraid to get lost. Haggle for those deals.
Yeah.
Try all the amazing food.
Yeah.
You never know what treasures you're going to find.
You're going to find. I love that.
Yeah.
Now, before we wrap things up, I want to talk about something that sometimes gets overlooked, which is the food scene outside of MBK.
Oh, the street food.
The street food.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
That's amazing.
The streets around MBK are...
Oh, a culinary paradise.
A culinary paradise. I mean, you've got everything.
Pad Thai, mango sticky rice.
Pad Thai, mango sticky rice.
Grilled skewers, fresh fruit shakes, you name it.
I love exploring those little side streets and alleyways. And
you find some real hidden gems.
You find such amazing little spots.
The prices are unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like ridiculously cheap.
Do you have any favorites you can recommend?
There's this little place just around the corner from the main entrance.
Okay.
They make the best pad thai. Ooh.
Okay.
It's stir-fried wide rice noodles.
Okay.
Chinese broccoli, and you can get it with your choice of meat.
Oh, nice.
Simple, but so flavorful.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
What about something sweet?
Oh, for sweet, you got to go for the mango sticky rice.
Yeah.
They got all these vendors set up on the sidewalks near the mall. The mangoes are perfectly ripe. They got the sweet sticky rice, the coconut milk drizzled over it.
Oh, the coconut milk.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, it's the best.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Yeah.
I would say, you know, you haven't really experienced Bangkok
until
you've tried the street food.
It's integral to the experience.
It really is.
It's part of the culture.
Okay, so we've covered MBK.
Yeah.
We've covered the food outside of MBK.
We've covered it all.
What else do people need to know before they embark on this adventure?
Dress comfortably.
Okay.
Be prepared for the heat and humidity.
Yes.
It can get pretty warm in Bangkok.
Yeah, especially during the day.
If you're going in the hot season.
Yeah, hot season, So wear light, breathable clothing.
Yeah.
Comfortable shoes.
Yeah.
And stay hydrated.
Yes. Very important.
Very important. I always, bring a reusable water bottle.
Yeah.
So you can refill it throughout the day.
Yeah. Good idea. And sunscreen.
Oh, and sunscreen.
Oh, and sunscreen.
Yeah,
yes.
Don't forget the sunscreen.
Can't forget the sunscreen. And, it's also a good idea to bring a small backpack or a bag. Okay. Carry your purchases.
Yeah.
Keep your valuables safe. And if you're going to be doing a lot of bargaining, make sure you got some smaller bills on hand.
Yes.
So you're not
tip.
fumbling around.
Yeah, because sometimes they don't have...
Yeah, they might not have change.
Change for
large bills.
The large bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I think we've covered...
it.
Pretty much everything. Our listeners need to know to have an amazing time at MBK.
I think so. I think we've given them everything they need.
Any final words of wisdom before we wrap things up?
Go with an open mind.
Yeah.
A sense of adventure. MBK is a microcosm of Bangkok.
Yeah.
It's full of energy. It's full of chaos. It's full of possibilities.
Yeah.
Embrace the experience. Enjoy the journey.
I love that. It's not just about buying things. It's about like having an experience.
It's about the experience.
Creating memories.
Yeah.
All right. That is it for our deep dive into MBK Mall
MBK
in Bangkok.
The shopping wonderland.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We hope it inspired you
Absolutely.
to check it out. And until next time, happy shopping.
Happy shopping.
Okay. So we've given everyone the practical advice for tackling MBK.
Yeah.
But I want to hear about some of your own adventures there.
Oh, adventures.
What are some of your favorite finds?
Okay, so I remember one time I was wandering around. I think I was on the 6th floor.
Okay.
And I stumbled upon this tiny little shop that was just packed with vintage Thai movie posters.
Oh, wow.
And I'm a huge film buff, so I was like in heaven.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, I spent hours in there just chatting with the owner, learning about Thai cinema, and I even snagged a few posters to take home.
That's awesome. See, that's what I love about MBK.
Yeah.
It's those little moments of discovery.
Yeah, the unexpected treasures.
Yeah, it's not always just about the shopping.
Right, right.
It's about those little connections.
Absolutely. Those are the memories that you take with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of connections, I remember another time I was looking for a specific type of silk scarf for my mom.
Okay.
And I was describing it to one of the vendors.
Yeah.
And she didn't have it in her shop.
Uh-huh.
But she actually walked me over to another vendor on a different floor. She thought might have it.
That's so nice.
I mean, it was so kind and helpful.
Yeah.
And it really just shows the warmth and the hospitality of the Thai people.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we've talked about the treasures you found. What about those haggling battles?
Oh, the haggling battles. Oh, yeah, I got a good one for you.
Okay, lay it on me.
Okay, so picture this. I'm haggling for a set of these beautifully handcrafted wooden bowls.
Okay, now.
And I'm determined.
You want to get a good deal.
To get a good deal.
Yeah.
So I'm playing it cool. I'm like, I don't really need these. I'm just browsing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We go back and forth a few times.
Right.
And finally, the vendor agrees to my price. I'm feeling pretty smug about myself.
Oh, yeah.
Walking away, I trip over a display.
Oh, no.
And send all the bowls flying through the air.
No.
Luckily, none of them broke.
Oh.
But I was mortified.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, I just wanted to crawl under a rock, but the vendor...
Was he upset?
Oh, he was so gracious.
Okay.
He helped me gather all the bowls up. We had a good laugh about it.
That's awesome.
It was a good reminder.
That even when you think you've mastered the art of bargaining, life has a way of humbling you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
About MBK and all the amazing things it has to offer.
It's treasures.
But, you've talked about it being a reflection of Thai culture.
It really is.
What do you mean by that?
Well, MBK is like a microcosm of Thai society, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see everyone there.
Right.
From, like I said, wealthy shoppers to students on a budget to families enjoying a day out to monks collecting alms.
Yeah.
It's a melting pot, It's vibrant, it's chaotic.
It's alive, yeah.
Like a living, breathing thing.
Exactly. And even though it's a modern shopping mall, there's still this strong sense of tradition,
Yeah, for sure.
You'll see the shrines, the offerings tucked away in corners. You'll smell the incense.
Yeah.
You might hear traditional Thai music playing.
Yeah. It's a whole sensory experience.
It is.
I think that's a really great point.
Yeah.
Because, Thailand's a place where the ancient and the modern really do coexist beautifully.
Beautifully, yeah.
Okay, so we've taken our listeners on a deep dive into MBK.
We have.
Given them all the tips and tricks for conquering this massive mall.
Shopping, bargaining.
What's the one thing you would tell someone visiting MBK for the first time?
Go with an open mind.
Yeah.
A sense of adventure and a full stomach because you're going to be doing a lot of walking.
That's great advice.
Don't be afraid to get lost. Haggle for those deals. Try all the amazing food.
Yeah.
You never know what treasures you're going to find.
I love that.
Yeah.
MBK is more than just a shopping mall.
It's an experience.
It's an experience.
It's a cultural immersion.
We hope we've inspired you to add it to your travel list.
Absolutely.
And until next time, happy shopping.
Happy shopping!